The name's IMAX. See it in IMAX. Skyfall. The 23rd Bond film has finally arrived, and with much anticipation. And all any Bond fan wanted, myself included, was something better than Quantum of Solace. I had the pleasure of seeing this film on the 8-story high IMAX screen with my dad, who is solely responsible for introducing me to this world-famous franchise. And as a devoted Bond fan, as a film fan, and a student of film, it pains me to reveal that I was shockingly underwhelmed by this movie. It wasn't bad or good, it was just okay. You're shocked, I know, but how do you think I feel? I'm even more shocked. Now granted, you know, not every Bond film can be great, and admittedly, like the Batman films, not every single one is a masterpiece. But I sat there in the theater as the credits were rolling, the end credits, just going, no, this can't be. Now look, I was right there, ready and willing to love this movie. I wanted so much to put this in my top 10 best of the year list, but it's just not gonna happen. Daniel Craig, he did fine. He did fine. A few missteps, you know, just a few, but he did his job, you know, he was James Bond. Sam Mendes, the Academy Award-winning director of American Beauty, he did a good job. He did a good job. I wasn't inspired by his direction, but it worked. The plot. I won't go into it because I do not want to spoil the fun for those of you who have not seen it, but it is a solid plot. The Bond girls. Now see, here's the first problem. I am going to appear incredibly sexist right now because these are the only two that I had a problem with cast-wise. But they weren't the right choices. From the Skyfall conference, I know for a fact that they are huge Bond fans. That's not an issue. The issue is they're acting like they are in a Bond movie. They're very self-aware that they are making a movie and it's a big production. They seem more like fangirls in a Bond parody more than anything. Javier Bardem as the villain. He did a fine job. Not the best villain, but not the worst either. Bardem is a fine actor and his skills are put to good use. And congrats on getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's not an easy thing to do. Ben Whishaw as Q. Well done. Now if I'm talking about the film just as a whole, you know, no singular element, but as a whole, I felt like the entire time that I was watching a movie, that I was watching a production unfold. Understand, I wanted nothing more than to have a Dark Knight Rises experience. But it just didn't happen. And I am upset that it didn't. The opening scene was over the top and ridiculous, and it could have been edited better. The final third of the film is the most thrilling and engaging bit. And the title sequence featuring Adele's Skyfall song wasn't very impressive. I honestly feel like the biggest asshole right now because of what I'm saying. I feel like the biggest asshole in the world, but I can't lie to myself, and I refuse to lie to you. So if I'm being totally and completely honest with myself, I gotta give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But I still highly encourage that you go and see it. I hope that you enjoy it. I really do. Thanks for watching. That was a terrible sound effect.